House representative slams Waters with censure move, demands her resignation. U.S. Representative Maxine Waters is finding out that actions have consequences. The demagoguing California Democrat, best known until this weekend for her incessant, inane calls for the impeachment of President Donald Trump, made a new name for herself by calling on her supporters to personally harass members of the Trump cabinet in public places. But conservatives are calling her out. A petition by the public on the White House website is already demanding Waters be expelled from Congress. Now, a congressional Republican is officially calling for censuring Waters and demanding her resignation. In a motion introduced Monday, Representative Andy Biggs, an Arizona Republican, formally moved to censure Waters and demand her resignation from Congress. The measure also demands that Waters publicly apologize and issue a public statement that physical violence and harassment is not an appropriate reaction for members of the public to express disagreement with their elected officials. Biggs, a first-term representative, told The Hill that Waters' words to an immigration rally on Sunday were way over the line. "So we just introduced it, we have some co-sponsors, but what she did was to basically incite people to come after and attack members of the president's cabinet," Biggs said, according to The Hill. "And also spread that out to more people." In a statement with the motion, Biggs cited last year's attack on Republicans at a baseball field in Alexandria, Virginia, that almost killed Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise. The gunman was a deranged supporter of Socialist Senator Bernie Sanders. "A little over a year ago, we witnessed a horrific shooting targeted at congressional Republicans. That day, we promised that we would be better, that we would argue about ideas not people," Biggs' statement said. "Unfortunately, we are returning to the vitriol of that day. Those determined to undermine the progress and agenda of President Donald Trump, have taken it upon themselves to demonize their opposition. As members of Congress, we have the responsibility to lead by example, and this rhetoric is simply unacceptable." Florida Republican Representative Matt Gaetz, another House freshman, signed on as co-sponsor of Biggs' resolution, declaring in a Twitter post that Waters' words were unacceptable and deplorable. Waters, of course, isn't backing down an inch. She also isn't being honest about what she said. "I have nothing to do with the way people decide to protest. Protest is the democratic way as long as it is peaceful," she told The Hill on Monday. "I believe in peaceful protest. It is guaranteed to you in a democracy." She might have no control over the way people decide to protest, but there is no denying the inflammatory potential of her words. "If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd," Waters told her crowd of cheering Democrats. "And you push back on them. Tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere!" What exactly does create a crowd and push back on them mean if it doesn't mean physical intimidation in a mob atmosphere? Mob atmospheres lead to mob violence, and Waters and the rest of her party know it. God knows they've engaged in enough of it since Trump won the presidency and riots greeted his swearing-in in January. But actions have consequences. Waters is already finding it out from the reaction to her comments. Biggs' motion isn't likely to drive Waters